All right, I'm going to go over how to do this activity. It is doable, be a grade for you. And then you do have some problems that correlate with this, that you're finding these key informations and some problem solving. They are star-like questions that you're going to do after graphing, but this graphing is a separate grade along with the actual word problems. So the first thing they ask you to do right here is to cut apart the graphs. So if you have a sheet that has all the graphs, you want to cut them out. Okay. I have mine on the screen. And then it says match each graph with the corresponding exponential function. All right, so we're going to match it and identify the y-intercept and the asymptote of each function. So like for function 1 right here, they give us f of x equals 4 to the x power. So f of x is the same thing as a y. Okay, so I'm just going to write it over here. So y, it means the same thing as y equals 4 to the x power. So we're going to use our graphic calculator to match the graph, to get the graph. So we have to go to y equals, which is right here, sorry. And then we're putting 4 to the power of x. X is right here next to alpha. To get the exponent, we have to use this button above the division. And then you want to hit the graph button. When you see an idea what that graph is going to look like, there it is. And so now I want to match that graph that I saw on the calculator. It was increasing. There, it has to be this one here. So we're going to take this and we're going to, I'm just going to copy it. We're going to paste it so we can glue it right here. It's just a glue in here. Now, once you find the match, you still have 2 more questions to answer on the graph. So the graph of the function is this actual curve here. Okay. The first question is, what is the y-intercept? That is where that curve touches the y-axis. And I'm going to put a little point right here because the y-axis, sorry, the y-axis is this vertical line right here. There's the point. So it happens at 0, 1. Now, the y-intercept, this is when the curve flattens like a horizontal line. So I'm going to draw right here is where it flattens that horizontal line. And I want to see where that horizontal line also touches the y-axis. It happens at 0 right here. So this is y equals 0. And so this horizontal line that I drew, you might want to extend them out. That is the actual equation of that line. Okay, so put your equation in the calculator. So for function 2, we're putting in, I'm going to clear this out, parentheses, 1/4, or you can do 1 divided by 4, close the parentheses, to the x power. Or if you want to do your fraction, I'll do the second one. It's going to give me the same answer. Do alpha y equals to get the fraction box. 1 on the top, 4 on the bottom, arrow to the right, so we can close the parentheses and then raise it to the x power. So when I graph, there they are. There's both. So we're trying to find the match to that. These were decreasing. So I'm looking for a decreasing. And this one is decreasing right here. I thought there was another decreasing. It looks like that's the only one that's decreasing. Like the one we just saw. Yep. So I'm gonna copy this. You're gonna paste this graph here, and that is our match to the function. Now, if I wasn't too sure, the way I could check is to check actual points on the graph. Like here's my curve, right? And I want to look at these points so I can physically see there's my y, and oops, that's supposed to be in red, sorry. There's my y-intercept. So that's at 0, 1 again. And then where, I know it's not showing extending it all the way, but if I trace this, this will flatten out right here. It is also at y equals 0. Now what I was going to say about checking points, if I was on tracing right here, and I was at negative, why is it doing that? Sorry. right here. I'm trying to keep my pencil. -1, it touches the graph right here at 4. -1, 4. So if I was trying to just double check, I go to my table, second graph, I go at -1, there it is, it's at a 4. So it matches, okay? These numbers that we have in the table are the points that we should be seeing on this graph. So pretty much that's what we're doing here. We're matching the function with the graph and then finding the asymptote. Remember, the asymptote is where the graph flattens out to a horizontal line. And you want to extend that horizontal line. I didn't extend that all the way over here, sorry. I want to extend that, I thought I did. Extend that horizontal line until it touches the y-axis. Okay, so like if I'm doing a problem like function 4 here, 3 to the x power plus 2, go back to my y equals, clear this out. We put 3 to the x power, then I have to arrow to the right, and we had, was it -2 or +2? +2. Okay, I thought so. We're going to put +2, and then we're going to graph it, and now we can see right here, we're trying to find our match. We should see it now. And then we need to extend this horizontal line. So it might be better to look at it on the graph here, because this was a growth and it was above the y-axis, I mean the x-axis. So the other one that is increasing, that's above the x-axis, is right here. I'm going to copy this, and I can paste it here. And this is what I'm saying. If I trace this graph, why does it keep doing that? As I come down, it would be flattening out right here. So this is where my horizontal line would be. Okay. If you don't physically see that, you might have to extend it on the paper to see. And then there is where the curve touches the y-axis. That's my y-intercept. So 0, 3. And it flattens here out at 2. Okay, so hopefully we see that was y equals 2. All right, so please get this done. I appreciate it. And then work on your problems that correlate with this. Thanks.